Breaking. Supreme Court affirms Adeleke as Osun State Governor and throws out Oyetola's appeal. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Oyetola has asked the Appeal Court to set aside the ruling of the Appellate Court which nullified the judgment of the Election Tribunal. The Supreme Court on Tuesday ruled against the appeal filed by former Osun State Governor Gboyega Oyetola and affirmed Governor Demola Adeleke'S victory in the July 2022 governorship election in the state. Oyetola had asked the Appeal Court to set aside the ruling of the Appellate Court which nullified the judgment of the Election Tribunal. The Election Tribunal had declared Oyetola of the All Progressives Congress APC winner of the election. Meanwhile, a 5-man panel of the Supreme Court delivering the judgment held that a court of the appeal currently reinstated Adeleke as governor. Also, earlier today, a federal high court in Osogbo dismissed a lawsuit seeking the disqualification of Senator Ademola Adeleke as the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) for the Osun governorship election slated for July 16, 2022. This was made in a ruling made by Justice Nathaniel Emmanuel on Tuesday in a suit filed by Prince Dotun Babayemi, declaring the primary election that produced Babayemi, which was held at WOCDIF Event Center, Osogbo, on March 8, 2022, as illegal. The verdict was delivered under the strict security and lasted 1 hour 45 minutes. Senator Ademola Adeleke was declared the validly elected PDP candidate for the election by Justice Emmanuel. So, it don't end the court case on Ademola Adeleke and between Ademola Adeleke, the present governor of Osun State, and Oyetola is, the former governor of Osun State, has been decided. Now Adeleke, now he win the elections, as in now Adeleke win the case. So congratulations to Adeleke. Now, as this one don't happen, we did the wait now on the court ruling on the presidential election. Now the one where we say many of us, not even all of us here stand the puts. That we want to know the court's verdict on the court ruling on the presidential election. A lot of people want to know. Believe you me, since after the presidential election that held 25th February, a lot of people have not been able to move on. They need that particular court verdict to move on and go and say, okay, see person may really win the election. Alright. Obi'S, I hope you can live with this judgment. I can see a replica of same. Stay tuned, no more catches. I know say them go talk this thing. Yes, Daddy, it calls for concerns at the camp of Emiloko that our judiciary will stand up to rescue our democracy. The 12 million votes currently sitting on RF must count for something. You cannot get to Aso through purchase and surely not through brigandage. Nigerians deserve to know the true identity of their leaders, which primary school they attended, secondary school, university both at home and abroad. As of today, the owner of the transcript of the certificate in the hands of Emiloko is a she, not a he. Criminals are forbidden from Aso Villa. No inauguration on 29th May, except the inauguration of P2B. Akpata, my friend, join us, let us rescue Nigeria. Well, this is what I'm going to say. All this one you're talking about primary school, secondary school, all this one they're not really necessary. I believe so that INEC supposed to run tend to that issue, but they decided to close them out. But we are not to come out and start talking about it's primary school certificate. No. All those ones should have been done even before the elections itself proper. Alright. The previous governor should not have challenged it. Adeleke will have to show what he can do. Justice is finally delivered if the people are the beneficiaries. I don't see that in the horizon. PDP loves money too much. Well, I think what is left for Adeleke in this case is to prove to the people of Osun State that he is, he's equal to the task. The thing is, yes, he has won the election now. Second, the most important thing is, he has won the court case. The second most important thing is to win the people. There is one thing to win the election, to have people vote for you, and it is the second thing is to, maintain that particular vibe these people have given to you. As has given to you their vote, as they have given their votes to you, hoping that you are not going to let them down. I hope Ademola Adeleke does not let them down. I hope they get to say, oh, we are proud of this kind of governor they have gotten on. He is actually doing well. All right. The Supreme Court held that through Oyetola alleged that Adeleke won, though overvoting that occurred in 774 polling units in the state, he however failed to produce any bimodal voters accreditation system Bvas machine that was used in any of the polling units to prove his allegation. This is far different from the cases going on in the PEPT. The Oshu election case seems to be about overvoting, and it was held before the presidential election. It was a test run for the Bvas and IRF. The promises made by INEC on the use of these two tools were predicated on its success in Oshu, and this is a very strong correlation on its success, which is why promises were made to use it in the presidential election of 2023 to get as many people to come out and vote. The proof of the promise working can be seen in the huge increase in the amount of registered voters, the doctrine of promissory estoppel, and the past equitably inference from an objectivity standpoint demands that INEC owes Nigeria the use of Bvas and IRF for the presidential. Okay. Oshu people confirmed their rejection of APC through the last general elections. Lawyers will, in most cases, convince the plaintiff that he will win. Otherwise, it was a waste of time and money for Oyetola to have gone to the court after the election where he and his party were rejected. Like I said, it is not about the APC and PDP now for Adeleke. It is now how he's going to be able to serve the people of Osun State. So they get to believe, or they get to understand, or he returns the favor. It is for him to prove to the people of Osun State that, see, in another mistake, because, like I said, it is one thing to win the election, and it is another thing to perform. If Adeleke wants to be re-elected, now he go start in work. Now, as in after this thing now he go start in work. Alright. Voter register should only be relevant at the level of accreditations. I expected the Supreme Court to use only Bvas for the determination of overvoting, not voters register. It is painful. Cry of an obedient after Adeleke won. It means P2B and Atiku Abubakar have no case. You cannot say yet. This case is still in court. Whether dancing or no dancing, Governor Adeleke has proved himself as the people's governor because God has really destined him to be there. One girl says yes, nobody can say no. Let me say this, so it is good though. I have congratulated him, but my own is he still has a lot of work to do. He should make sure that the same vibe the Osun people have now, in the next 4 years, they are still going to be having that same vibe because he has performed well. He should not let them down. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.